Okay, so I'm starting to remove the components that I need to remove in order to replace the mechatronic. On this car, we did pretty much all the tests,
that's what that fucking shit is called.
we checked pretty much what we need to check. I checked like the wiring harness on the front of the mechatronic.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Filter for the transmission removed, so we're gonna change the oil, obviously. But what you can see here from the oil filter, I noticed when I removed it, it was all shiny parts. I don't know if it's aluminum parts, but it feels,
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. From the gun, Whitlock. That's complete to DK.
He was out of bounds. What?
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will. There's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
I don't know if it shows to remove the starter when you remove mechatronics, but I thought that it was much easier, more access. There's only 2 bolts on the transmission and the power supply and the connector. And then the ground is the main ground on the same bolt as the starter here on the bottom. So I remove the start.
Looking to throw. Whitlock.
Yeah.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Nobody's sticking. Okay.
Just shy of the 45. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
And there's a main harness that hooks up to that bracket. I removed one little screw there, and there's another one, and I'm going to be removing also the lower cooler pipe, that rubber pipe that is below. And from the top, I think I have pretty much removed everything. I'm going to drain the oil in the transmission, and we'll go from there. Oh, and this is the...
Now a second down and 6.
Okay, so like I said, it took at least 3 weeks.
Back to throw.
And
Damn.
it says made in France, but it came from Germany, I guess, at their main warehouse. And the mechatronic number for this one is 02E 325 425 AM and ZJB. So that's probably the code for it. So it says mechatronic, and it comes in a box like this, you know, with handles on the side. Okay, and so you open the box, and there's a bag, and there's a little notice that they say to grab the mechatronic from the sides, not mechanical like speed sensors and stuff like that. So this is the mechatronic itself. I don't know what's under that box. I don't know why the box is so deep. So maybe there's a second one in there. I don't know. Anyway, so this is the mechatronic we're going to be replacing. See, it has some solenoids. This is the main connector here, the little cap, and these are, I think these are the two main solenoids for the boat clutches, like K1, K2, and there is some temperature sensor and then some solenoids. So anyway, so I'll be installing the whole assembly, and we'll check on later if it works. Okay, now I have the front pan removed and the side pan. The oil is drained. Okay, but also another thing that I noticed is on these solenoids, I can see that it seems to have a little bit of that little metal.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's up
What's happening?
At the 33, following a good pick
going on?
of 8. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about.
Hey, what?
Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running left, Taylor. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground.
Hold on for a second. Give me a second, man. It's right at my door. All right, come on. I'm ready.
Game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
First and 10, Taylor now. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Wright's got it. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. They needed 3, he doubled that, he got 6.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that third down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's 3rd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force him into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense has got him on their heels.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. McCann's got it teed up. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Whitlock. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Rashawn Slater, 1st-round pick in 2021, guilty there. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Whitlock. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. This is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. This from 54 yards away. McCann's kick up and good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Whitlock. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That pick is 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League baseball? And they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order. That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field. That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out
exactly.
there. Right? But the 9 picks
9
you
picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
Hey, bro. Hold on.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll try the left side with Taylor, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And now here's a carry heading left.
Get out of here.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now a handoff as they run left side. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and run for it. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
practicing all the little metal shavings. That's the same metal shavings that I found in the oil filter. Okay, so that's what it is.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Whitlock. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Whitlock.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Keon Crossan.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now back to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And it is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
They had enough yards for the 1st down. A clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
McCann's kick is good.
And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Here's a run on 1st down.
On your bumper.
Back to the line of
Roll up to my bumper, baby.
2nd and 11. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A final shot before break. Whitlock going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Yo, they wouldn't even let me jump. I'm posted up like a thumbtack on the boulevard serving daily.
The long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
And this one's real clean. The oil filter housing. It's all real clean in there.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in the 2nd half, and they trail as we get back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers.
That nigga, come on, boy. Stay on it.
If you have 3, 4, or 5,
on that tight end.
It's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And if the transition has some wear in it, this will not
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
This one, there is a 4 card on it, and this transition, we decided to keep it because I'm going to be opening this transition.
To throw again, Whitlock. He finds his man, complete. It's and he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
It's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
You know, protected with flat. And this one is the same year a car, but this one has a different code. I think this one was an MSY, and this one I think is an MMY. I can't remember the code, but this one has a different code. So
this offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
It wasn't shit dry, but I'm going to drain it, put new oil in it. One thing that I noticed, see this dog, this is not a dolphin, excuse me, this is the boat that goes through. There's one of them that goes through the starter hole, okay? So when the starter is through, you don't see this one because it's inside. So that's the one. And
to throw on 3rd down, Whitlock.
Get that, you got, come on, 22.
Hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Boy, Metcalf had him problem out there.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for
Man, what was he blocking out there?
Trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback.
Yo, you didn't block nobody. He ran right past you. All that shit we had worked on.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the one that I put on here is the MMA. So it's a 2011 also detailed transition.
2nd and 11. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
I'll call it a cover
A big
too.
play that time through the air. 38 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Back the ball up.
Here's a handoff out of the
gun. Oh,
so a full 3 yards.
You failed.
Now it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with
it. Out of there.
No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They're going to look to throw. And this will be swung out
like
for Taylor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 3rd down. They'll look to throw here.
One hand bandit man. He's still tackling me, bro. What the fuck? You had your chance and you blew it.
And the Colts add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always think, it makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. McCann's got it teed up. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off the play fake. Whitlock. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Whitlock.
What? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Who was that? Oh, okay. All right. Wow.
And ends up picking up a first down as well.
Nobody jumped. Nobody gave a fuck. Just me.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Whitlock. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf.
Oh, Metcalf, finally. You finally show your face around these parts?
Had to put that
All right, put that man back on.
Zip, but he put it right where
put that man back on you, Metcalf.
A little extra pace that he had on the pass. That required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Whitlock.
Yeah.
Finding his safety valve.
Yo, nobody ever sees this guy. That's crazy right there.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Whitlock.
No, that's me. How can I grab him? How can I grab him? Wait a minute, that's bullshit, man. That ball was well. Oh my goodness. Come on, man. I'm out here just running. That's trash.
No, I don't like defenders.
They owe me for that.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this.
And they gotta pay me a bull.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And
All left, right?
No option here but to throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
We ain't fooled,
Well, they
baby.
certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 3rd down, Whitlock. And he's not able to get away.
We ain't phased, we ain't fooled.
Quiddy Pay in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Vizcaino now for the Charger field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right through. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with Taylor.
Get out of here.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 95 yards yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the draw is Taylor. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And brought down, but not
I like
before
that.
they're
They're in this
inside the
defense, boy.
25.
They in this defense. I like this one.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How they make me throw? That's crazy.
Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Let's go, D. He's checking. Crabs. 19-18.
Back to throw here.
You dropped it? You's a son of a bitch, ain't you?
The contact, well timed there, and now 4th down.
You dropped the ball. Come on, man. Come on.
Running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This to make it a 3-score game late. McCann's kick up and good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Okay, it's come off, buddy.
You run the ball? You scored, my boy. You trying to run the ball?
The Charger drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can.
Got him. You got it.
He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Second and 8. Looking to throw. Whitlock. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 3rd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Hands it off.
Run with him, my boy. Run with him, my boy. Run with me. Hail Mary.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
They should have did me like that. They should have let me at least run about 50 yards under that motherfucker right there. Boy, I juked the shit out that nigga. I think it's still a steal. That nigga still a steal. Which way was which? Is the bitch.
And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week.
Come on, kid. One more time.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Taylor.
Get that first.
He'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 129 yards rushing now, as he's done it on 22 carries. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Yep. Look at him. He walked around like 5 people. I don't understand that. How does he walk around 5 people?
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left.
Cheers.
Going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I need the short stack.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Fair catch called for in May, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Yeah, he hit me. So I felt it. Wait a minute, what? Oh, no. Come on, man. Oh no! Come on, Haynes.
Here and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Whitlock.
Get him right there. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
On 1st and 10.
Oh!
And that'll be incomplete.
You thought you had your player. You thought he had him one. Ah, my boy was posing in the air. Thought he had him one.
He's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Whitlock.
Oh!
Complete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Welcome back to the channel.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
Shut down Metcalf.
Maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Indianapolis, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Right on McCann. On to a bye week. All right, till next time.